Welcome back everyone to the Anarchy Analysis series, where today we are talking range, peeling and zoning. These three topics were huge in the Misfits versus Vitality matchup, so it's only right to talk about it. So without further ado, let's take a deep dive into today's matchup. So before we get into any sort of gameplay, let's take a quick breakdown of the two comps. Now, it's most important we start with the Vitality comp, as this is the importance of how this fight turns out. With Talia and Senna being the ranged picks on this comp, with Tahm Kench and Trundle being the melee. You've then also got Na, who provides a mixture of both range and melee damage, which makes this a fairly balanced team with a lot of zoning potential. As for Misfits, they have Jax, Poppy, Sylas and Rakan, which is 4 melee champions, with the Aphelios being their long range carry to essentially put down some distant damage. This is kind of a big, and I do mean big, shift in terms of damage ranges, and you're kind of relying on the Misfit side of things to get in range to put down damage. As for Vitality, you've got a lot of zoning tools. Let's just list them out here. Na ult, Trundle Pillar, Seismic Shove, Weaver's Wall, even the Abyssal Dive coming out from Tahm Kench creates distance and zoning that kind of keeps the Misfits out of the fight. Now, this comp is a testament to how well Vitality drafted here. They've got premier picks across each role, and more importantly, they just identified what Misfits wanted to do and drafted around it to create this counteractive comp that is very hard to deal with if you are Misfits. So, moving into the team fight, I want to showcase all the zones Misfits have to avoid when moving towards the Vitality lineup. So when the Graviton Moonlight Vigil gets thrown out onto pretty much all of Vitality, we see the zones being created. It basically sections off the Dragon Pit and most of the river as areas that Misfits cannot go through. So once the route comes through, you cannot realistically chase if you are the bunnies, as there's just no way to get in without the threat of Vitality bursting you out. So when the route comes out and Vito manages to get a lucky abscond abduct, there is no follow-up once he lands that Na, and he is immediately put into status. So when that happens, when he's in status, Misfits are still out of range, so Vitality back up even more to create more distance on Vito, and they're just able to pick him to pieces. Now that your premier carry is out on Misfits, this means that Senna can start to go a bit more crazy. You've got no ultimate on your Aphelios, so he is prime target here. So shot after shot keeps coming out from Kazi, and he picks off the Poppy. No jungler now left for the Drake. That then leaves the Aphelios, who is picked off by the pillar from Trundle, and he is unable to escape. And that is another kill over to the Vitality lineup. 3 in total from this fight, and you just know that there's nothing Misfits can do from this point on, as the range difference, the peeling that could come through from this lineup is huge, and it's just so difficult to do anything. And as such, with this momentum, Vitality ride it out to a fairly comfortable win here against the Misfits lineup. And that is it for this video. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this teamfight breakdown and talking about range differences, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new and if you want to. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.